are in some sense answerable to the people to whom those decisions apply, generally through voting. Authoritarian, what does that mean? It means as a boss. It means a political decision maker or decision makers are not answerable to the people who have to live with those decisions. So governments can be democratic or they can be authoritarian. Governments can be limited or they can be unlimited. An unlimited government is a totalitarian government. Notice, authoritarian and totalitarian are different words. They refer to different things. Authoritarian means there's a boss in charge. Totalitarian means there's no limit to what the government can do. So let's fill in these four boxes with some examples. An authoritarian government that is unlimited. There's a boss in charge and the government can do any damn thing it wants. Nazi Germany, Stalin's USSR, by the way, as a footnote, USSR, United States Socialist Republic. Just a footnote.
For now.
For now. There can be an authoritarian government which nevertheless is limited. The government doesn't do much. And there's a real-world example of that, a modern real-world example of that, fairly modern. That's Hong Kong before, when the British were ruling Hong Kong. There was no democracy there. The British Governor General, I think was his or her name, they determined everything that the government was going to do. There was a boss acting in the name of the Queen. But the government didn't do anything. The government didn't interfere in economics, didn't interfere in personal freedoms. It was a very limited government. It maintained the rules of voluntary exchange, and that was about it. It was a classical night watchman state. But then Hong Kong, of course, was turned over to China, and while Hong Kong is still more limited, what the government does in Hong Kong is more limited than what it does in mainland China. It's still not really any longer, it's not any longer really limited in a sense. I think our original American Republic fits into box one. It's democracy, decision rules based upon voting, and the government didn't do much. Just maintain the rules of voluntary exchange. You can have a democracy with an unlimited government, with a totalitarian government. Jefferson wrote about this. So did Madison. Jefferson's term for that was elective despotism. Sure, we get the vote, but the government runs all our lives. All we're voting on who's going to be the master for the next 4 years. Well, we have a master. Right? That's an unlimited democracy, or what Jefferson called elective despotism. Now, I think the drift in American history is from left to right on that diagram. And I raise the issue. Is that where that belongs? Thank you. Okay, I'll take questions for as long as you have questions.